Welcome, guys, to another BFR, and I don't really know what to say about this. How can you play the best 2 out of 3 periods of your season, the second and third period were the Hawks' best periods of the season, and still lose a game? This game is pinned on one person in my mind, one person, and that's Kevin Lankinen. There's no other person on that roster that didn't play great tonight. First period, abysmal. It's 3-1 at the end of it. But we'll get there. Game 27 in Toronto. December 11th at 6:15 it started. And Hawks lose 5-4. Moving to 10-15-2 as the streak continues of win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. Shots are 35-26 Chicago. Hits are 24-18 Chicago. Faceoffs are 28-26 Toronto. Hawks go 0 for 3 on the power play. Toronto goes 2 for 3. And Lankinen saves 21 out of 26. Mrazek saves 31 out of 35. Mrazek played incredible. Strome was in. Borgstrom was out. There was no Marner for Toronto. Early in the first, 2-on-1 for Tays and Hagel. 18:07 Chicago goal. It's Jonathan Tays in back-to-back games. He scores. Second of the year. Johnson from Reese Johnson and Murphy. 1-0. 17:36. Chicago penalty to Reese Johnson for tripping. And then 17:06, 30 seconds later, it's a Toronto power play goal from John Tavares, 13th of the year from Nylander and Matthews, 1-1. It's a bad goal by Lankinen. One you got to get. Straight 5-hole, plenty of time. Didn't get it. 15:22, Toronto penalty to Rubens for interference, which would be killed. The PP2, the second power play, looked good. Tays had a one-timer denied. There were chances for both teams, and the name of the game early was speed. Both teams were flying, and look, both teams were getting chances. It was pretty fast. Kane and DeBrincat together beat all the Maple Leafs during the power play, and Mrazek made a great save on DeBrincat on the one-timer, phenomenal save. Then at 10:46, it's a Toronto goal from William Nylander, his 11th of the year from Tavares and Liljegren. Makes it 2-1. Great pass, Tavares. Incredible pass. Lankinen, I don't blame him on that one. Good save on DeBrincat then. And then 8:39, Chicago penalty to Stillman for interference. Horrible call. And I mean horrible. Clifford was holding Stillman's stick, and Stillman literally couldn't move, and they call him for interference. I think the ref's name was like St. Pierre. Fire him. It's not the first time he's done a Hawks game this year. That's been crap. Then they didn't score on that penalty, would be killed. But then at 5:56, Chicago penalty to Stillman this time, again, for tripping. This time it was well-deserved. Idiot. And it was a dangerous knee hit. It wasn't even a trip. It was knee-on-knee collision. And I'm surprised he didn't get possibly ejected for that. And then Lankinen made a good save, and then at 5:28, that good save, it rebounds right to Matthews, and it's a Toronto goal from power play goal from Austin Matthews from his 18th of the year from Nylander and Kasha to make it 3-1. Then there was a good save by Lankinen. Richie slow to get up. Good save on Kane by Mrazek. Jones had a good hit on Kerfoot, and we go to the second period. A lot of stuff happened in the first. Go to the second. I'm not even wearing a jersey today, as you realized. I couldn't be bothered. I'm just so angry at what I witnessed last night. Matthews got hit in the puck. Matthews early got hit in the chest with the puck as he was going to the bench. He was fine, but he looked a bit iffy after that. Mrazek was run over by his own teammate Riley, and then Hawks had a wide open net, and Gustafsson decides, you know what? I'm going to shoot it right at Mrazek, and he did, and no goal on a perfectly open net. Then Johnson ran bunting into the boards, over the boards into the Chicago bench, so that was funny. And then we have at Matthew. That was already said that. And at 16:35, it's a Toronto goal from Pierre Aguilar, 4th of the year from Clifford and Steves. And Lankinen had made a good save on bunting before that, and then it just went to that. Then that Strome was robbed by Mrazek. This is where Mrazek decided to become a Vezina caliber goaltender. At 5:39, Toronto penalty to Bunting for interference, which would be killed, but Hagel was robbed by Mrazek. Matthews hit the post. Great save on Kane. Great save on Gustafsson. And then at 3:29, Chicago goal to Connor Murphy, his second of the year, from Hagel to make it 4-2. Just threw it at the Hagel, gave it to him at the point. He threw it to the net. Just great screening by Kubalik, and it went in. It's a good goal. And then Murphy should have had a boarding on Camp. It wasn't called, so Chicago got a break there. Hawks' best period of the year, absolutely. They dominated, and they only had the same amount of goals, but they had double Toronto's shots at the end of the period. Mrazek was playing insane, and yeah, they had double the amount of shots Toronto had at the end of the second. The third period just saw continued Hawks dominance. Johnson leveled by Muzzin. He would leave the game, and Taze gave Muzzin a whack. No penalties at all. Johnson left the game, so we'll see how that happens. What happens with that? Kurashev, incredible speed, on a fling pass from McCabe. Incredible speed, beats two Maple Leafs, throws the puck over, like almost falling over with two hands, goes right to Kubalik. It's a goal at 18:13 to the third from Dominic Kubalik, his fifth of the year from Kurashev and McCabe to make it 4-3. At this point, I had hope. And then Strome should bring it to Kane breakaway. Mrazek barely tucks it beneath at the end of his pads. This is just utter dominance by the Hawks. Lankinen, great save on Bunting. And then the Hawks barely missed on a deflection. And then at 9:18, it's a Chicago goal, and Jake McCabe once again just throws it to the front of the net. Hits nothing, and just conveniently goes in from his second of the year from Carpenter and Stillman to make it 4-4. And then Mrazek, good save on deflection. Leafs had too many men on the ice. There was no call. And then Murphy nails Kasha 3 times. And then Murphy was playing excellent defense. Carpenter and Egwall collided. And then the play that decides the game is one of the most bold. I was lucky I was able to pause it there because I almost dropped a big word. And at 1:20, Toronto goal to David Camp from Brody and Riley to make it 5-4. What essentially happened, it was Brody cleared it but Brody just dumped it in. It's going along the boards. Lankinen's going out behind the net to get the puck, and then it just bounces. Let's say this is the corner of the board. Let's say this is behind the net. Let's say this is the corner of the boards. It bounces right here, just goes right in front of the net, right to David Camp, the former Hawk, who just buries it into a wide open net as Lankinen can't get back in time. 3 out of 5 goals should not have happened tonight. Toronto Hawks should win this game 9 times out of 10 at any single game. 9 out of 10 times. They win 7-2 in my mind. And if you want to read the rest of it, there's my rant on Steve Dangle's LFR for today, or last night's game. And I've just laid out everything I thought in that comment. There is a swear word in it, so I apologize to any children that didn't hear this before they see that. And, yeah. So the goalie was pulled with 1 minute, 10 seconds. They didn't really get any chances. So best 2 out of 3 periods of the season. Second and third were phenomenal. This game is Lankinen's fault. Lankinen and the 3 penalties at the start of the game are the reasons that the Hawks lost. No other reason. I can't pinpoint any other reason. You can't look that good, dominate a top 5 team in the league so well, and lose a game 5-4 in a game you need to win to get back in the playoffs. It's the second time they should have beaten Toronto this year. And now we're at game 27. There's, what's 82 minus 27? That's 55 games left in the season, and they need to win a majority, at least 35 of them to get into the playoffs. They're not going to go 35-20. They're not going to go 25-20 at this rate. Well, yeah, that doesn't really make sense, but you get the idea. So yeah. Maybe another video coming on the Hawks about the games the Hawks should have won. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.